I was at complete zero. I didn't have a back end built. I didn't have any type of marketing in place. I didn't even have my video modules built out. I didn't know my ICP.
A week and a half ago, what did you end with on the month?
Cash collected, we did $54,900. December, that was when I launched, we did right above 25,000.
So you go
I
from
thought this
zero to 25 to 54. That's insane, Daniel. That's actually crazy.
very insane.
Wow.
Yeah.
Daniel, bro, glad to have you part of the video over here. So listen, we've been working together. I believe it was the beginning of December. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. Beginning
Amazing,
of
amazing.
December,
It was December, like what, like 8th, 7th, around there, no?
it was around December, early December,
Oh, okay.
late November. So from November transitioning into December, but we didn't really get started till early December.
Amazing, amazing. So walk me through just for everyone watching, like what exactly do you do? What do you offer? What industry are you in? Everything, just so everyone knows.
And my name is Daniel, but I go by Day Trades on Instagram, and I'm actually a day trader, primarily trading gold futures. And what I do is I trade futures. But the thing about trading futures is that I've always had a passion for teaching in the sense that it's trading can get very, very lonely. So because trading can get very, very lonely and I'm just by myself trading, I decided to try and help other people as well to be able to learn how to trade. But a hard reality sets in that you need customers, you need clients, and it's actually hard to get. So I've been in a constant cycle of trying to find students and trying to actually be able to help people.
What do you find was the toughest struggles that you've actually faced when it comes to building your info product or just wanting to land more clients? Like, what do you feel was the main struggle before we even started working together?
Before I started working together with Jerry, I will be completely honest, my main struggle was primarily marketing.
Okay.
The marketing, how to actually market your skills, the type of contents to post, what draws attention. Because if you have a good product but nobody can see it, then it truly doesn't matter how good your product is. People need to be able to know that you are the authority figure in this space. People need to know they can rely on you and rely what you're offering to actually get them results. So that was my biggest issue when it comes to actually growing my info business.
And remind me again, when you first started with me, where were you kind of at? If you want to paint me a picture, just so I can remember as well, like number wise, experience wise, business being built out, like kind of give me a bit of a rundown of like when you first started with me.
I'm not joking when I say this. I was at complete zero. I didn't have a back end built. I didn't have any type of marketing in place. I didn't even have my video modules built out. I didn't know my ICP. Well, I knew my ICP were traders, but what type of traders? That's the one thing Jerry taught me. You really have to niche it down when it comes to who exactly are you offering? Who are you trying to help? So I was at complete zero, nothing. So $0 a month, no modules, no marketing, no anything. Nobody knew who I was before I started working with Jerry.
So we're February 12th today. Beginning
Yes.
December, that was your exact situation. End of January, a week and a half ago, what did you end with on the month?
If we're talking
Cash collected.
revenue, cash collected, we did $54,900 in one singular month.
Bro, do you not realize how crazy that is to even say that in 8 weeks, going from not even having an offer built, not even
Nothing,
having a team, not knowing what marketing is,
nothing,
and you've made
nothing.
$54,000 in 8 weeks. No, even more than 54,000, but just January was
Just
54,000, right?
January alone. Just January alone was 54,000. December, before that was when I launched, we did right above 25,000. I don't have the exact numbers correct, but right above 25,000 we did for December.
So you go
I
from
thought this
zero to 25 to 54. That's insane, Daniel. That's actually crazy.
very insane.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, bro, because there has to have been different components that contribute to your success. What do you feel really helped you out the most, man, when it comes to like working with me and having the guidance that I was giving you and everything overall, if you had to go back?
If I really had to go back, right, the main thing that truly helped when it comes to working with Jerry is the action plan. If you're actually willing to do what the mentor tells you to do, if you're willing to do what Jerry tells you to do, then you genuinely see the results. Hey man, I need you to post story sequences, follow this format. I just did exactly that. I followed the action plan he gave me. We had weekly meetings, and we have more now, but we had weekly meetings, and he would tell me, hey, I want you to do this, this for your offer. And I would always implement it. It was the action plans. I truly, truly appreciated those action plans because it kept me aligned and congruent with how my brand was scaling, how my offer was scaling. So with those action plans, I knew exactly what I was doing. I know why I was posting every piece of content. I know what this reel was supposed to do. I know what this YouTube video was supposed to do. I know what type of feeling I'm trying to give my audience with this story sequence. It was just the action plans were a gem, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, no, you're welcome, bro. I'll tell you one thing, man. Out of all the clients I've worked with, you're one of the clients I have where it's unbelievable how I could tell you something and you could just not think about it, not overthink. Within 48 hours, you have it scripted, written, posted, and it's already there. It's really crazy. And I think that's why we were able to scale so fast. Genuinely, I believe so. I believe that the reason why and how you made, bro, from zero to week four, $25,000. From week four to week eight, $54,000. Bro, you made a culmination of $80,000 in 8 weeks.
That's ridiculous.
8 weeks. I guarantee until up to this date, Daniel, you probably didn't even think about it this way. You probably didn't even take the time to realize I just made $80,000 plus in 8 weeks. And that's fine because you know how I am when I work with you, right? You know how I'm on the ball. I'm always like, look bigger, achieve more, think greater. But it's going to a while to come back and realize how far you've actually become and how far you've actually gotten. Because I remember before we started work together, remind me how apprehensive you were, bro, because this is something that I see, bro, in my industry, in the growth up space or in the consulting space. It's such a huge stigma, bro, right? And you can be as transparent, as raw as possible, bro, because I remember those calls with you when we first started, bro. And I remember you telling me some stuff, right?
Yes. So I was very skeptical, and I'll be completely honest, and my whole mindset has actually completely changed around it. Before I started working with Jerry, I worked with a growth operator in the past, right? Growth operator in the past. And looking back now, he obviously wasn't any growth operator. Anybody can just throw it on your Instagram bio and say, I'm a growth operator. No, 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 no. You have to truly be careful who you decide to work with, right? I was working with him, I'm not joking, for 6 months straight. 6 months straight, not a single closed client. Why? I mean, the marketing was not good. I'm sorry. The marketing
I was
was
gonna
not
say, I
good.
was like, bro, what are you talking
Yeah.
about? The marketing was good. The
No, the
marketing was
marketing
horrible,
was
bro.
not the marketing was not good at all. The marketing was not good. There was no game plan. There was no action plan. Post this, post that. It was just a bunch of he was pulling drawing straws, right? And then I actually got referred to Jerry by a different client. So this is why you actually have to be good at what you do
Yeah.
so you can get referred. So one of Jerry's client, which is actually one of my boys, he referred me to Jerry because I reached out to him. I was stuck. I was like, "Yo, man, do you who's growing your business? Because I'm looking to grow mine too." And he told me about Jerry. Your content is very important. Jerry doesn't know this. This is my first time saying it, but I watched all his YouTube videos.
No
I
way.
watched I
You watched all my
most
YouTube,
of it.
like every single one,
Most of
bro?
it. Most of it. Most
Okay,
of it. I'm
wow.
not joking. I watched most of his YouTube videos. I went through his entire page. I hadn't even followed his Instagram either because I didn't want to reach out to him because the moment I reach out to him, I'm on referral based. So I know I'm ready to pay then and there. I did not want to reach out to him. I went through everything and man, he knew exactly what he was talking about. So when I reached out to Jerry, he could tell as well I've been burned in the past because I let him know like, and the first thing I told him was, look, man, if we don't get a sale for 6 months, I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm ready to work. And
Bro,
now
I
that I
remember
think
that.
about it, Jerry, that's
I
kind of
remember that.
crazy.
I remember that. Your expectation and your bar was set so low. I didn't say anything in the moment, or maybe I did say like a slight thing, but I always don't like to set the bar crazy high where I'm like, oh, we're gonna make this, that, because I want to make sure that you put in the work. And I remember when you said that in my mind, I was like, he has no idea what's about to happen. He has no idea what's about to happen. And truly, I'm glad I didn't tell you because I think it's beauty behind you experiencing that growth. I didn't have any money coming in from this source, from this revenue, from this income source. And now I have someone's almost a yearly salary every single month. What do you feel kind of stuck out to you the most compared to other people?
Okay, so for me, it wasn't necessarily like lifestyle content. I don't even think I saw any lifestyle content. It was genuinely the value. I was seeing sauce. Like, I'll be real. I was seeing sauce. I was like, he'll explain maybe like story sequencing. You've probably seen it on his page. You would explain the story sequence, and then you would break down why the story sequence works, and it'll register in my brain because it truly makes sense why it works. So being able to tie reasoning to your value, which is something I learned a lot and I implement now into my offer and business and content, being able to tie reason to the value because no, they don't know why. I didn't know why story sequences worked, but then
Exactly.
you're breaking it down as to why story sequences work, and I'm like, that makes sense. So it was the reasoning that I truly, truly liked a lot about your content, especially the long form content. It showed that not only do you know what to do, you know why you're doing it. And that's what actually really made me want to pull the trigger.
I appreciate that, man. And how long did it take for you to actually want to decide to work with me, man?
It took maybe like a week or so. I already knew I wanted to work with somebody, so it was a matter of who. So who
Yeah.
knows something? And then that's why it's also very important to make yourself an authoritative figure in your industry. You come across a page like yours and you seem like you know what you're talking about. I need my pain solved then and there. I
Yeah.
want to fix my pain right now. That's why one weekend it was done.
And let me ask you this, man. Not so much about like my Instagram or my YouTube, but as a genuine question between you and I, like a lot of people do what I do, man. You'll see a lot of
That's true.
people scaling coaches. A lot of people have that in their bio. I scale coaches from this. I scale coaches here. I scale coaches there. Why me, bro? Out of all the people.
Before I knew you, it was primarily because of a referral based. I'm going off of the my friend's ethical behavior. If he says that you are a person to work with that's credible, it was more so I was relying on his trust. I had no trust with you yet till like you said, till I started going through your content and all that stuff. But after working with you right now, the fulfillment is crazy with the point where I can truly see that client fulfillment is truly what you care about. And if I'm noticing somebody's putting my business first, even more so than I am, with all the meetings you put in, all the advice you give me, how we're always looking to improve everything, it shows that you truly care.
Hmm.
And a lot of people are just want the cash, or a lot of people because it's quick cash. Oh, get this cashier, get this cashier. I've also been referring you like crazy to a lot of my friends and all that stuff. So it's truly because of the genuine client fulfillment. That's, in my opinion, is the number one reason why we're still working together. The number one reason why we'll continue working together, and the number one reason why I really like your business, bro.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. It means a lot. I think in this industry, the one thing that you have to really focus on is fulfillment as much as possible, and that your word is your bond. So if you say you're going
Agreed.
to help someone, like for me, the way my mind works is this moment the client pays me, the only time I actually acknowledge the fact that he paid me is when he made the money back on his investment. That is a mindset that my mentors taught me that nobody or very few people actually think about. If someone pays me $10,000 on a call, I literally do not even crack a smile. My friend Peter will call me crazy, bro. What are you talking about? Go to like the restaurant, go get a cigar. Like you just made a 10K day. I'm like, no. Like I have pressure now and not nervousness, but it's more so excitement on what's to come. And it's only when my client would have made his money back that I can finally say, okay, cool. He made his ROI back in this amount of time span, and he has this much left to go and this much more money to make. Now I can go and I can actually enjoy maybe, bro, I kid you not, some of these guys you'll see like renting private jets going to fucking Mexico after making like a 50K month, 75K a month. Bro, I made what was it, like a 20K day or something like very recently, bro. I Uber Eats like a steak and rice. And I was like, all right, bro, I'm treating myself. Let's go. It's the small things. It's the small things for me. It's the things where it's like back when I had no money to even buy a steak, at like the dinner, and I was like penny pinching. I would check and see the bill's $50, and I'm like, bro, do I even have that? It's moments like that where now it's like I actually enjoy the small things, and that's what I think helps longevity wise. I think in this day and age, especially in your niche, bro, with traders, a lot of people put up personas. A lot of people they have the money that they come for the mentoring and the coaching, and they end up spending it on unnecessary stuff, lifestyle, and the brand and the marketing ends up being lifestyle. Daniel, do you remember how sometimes maybe it was you, maybe it was other people, but there's a huge misconception of like, oh, but Jerry, like, aren't they supposed to be posting lifestyle, posting this, posting that? I remember telling you, Daniel, like, I never want you to turn your marketing page into just you showcasing your lifestyle and you flexing. And if you do want to show
100%.
something about your life, I've told you so many different ways on how you could do it to not come off in a bad way.
Yes, 100%. That was actually one of the first couple things he told me. Was like, he doesn't don't the Lamborghinis and flashy watches and all that stuff. It draws the wrong people that you
100%.
actually want for. Those people genuinely can't pay. So now you just have a bunch of views on your page, but $0 in your bank account. That was actually one of the very first advice that he gave me. And it kind of fit perfectly because I'm not really a flashy guy either.
Yeah,
So
yeah, which is why I think we work well together because all of my clients I've noticed when we calls, no one's wearing designer stuff, no one's wearing crazy stuff. Like, yes, maybe some of my clients have a nice car, but I don't have any clients that their primary marketing is lifestyle flexing. Because if they did, they wouldn't be my client. I'll be honest with you, because I would tell them to stop doing it, right? And when you track someone that is just after the lifestyle, what's gonna happen is they're gonna pay you because dopamine rises, and then what happens is they realize, okay, hold on, trading is actually not easy. Boom, chargeback. You know what I mean?
chargeback,
That
crazy.
happens. That happens to like so many coaches once lifestyle is the marketing. But let me ask you this, bro. Money's cool and all, but I want to know, like, genuinely outside of the business, how has this really changed your life, bro? Outside of just, making money.
So it's money plays a big part in obviously everything, but it's kind of what the money does for you. So I'm genuinely able to take care of my family, like my mom, my dad, and not really think twice about it. I'm able to genuinely like something has happened. For example, I remember, I don't know if it gets getting a little too personal. I remember our AC broke.
Mm,
$10,000 to fix it. Didn't flinch. Why? Because this is what it's supposed to be for. That's why I'm not really a flashy guy. All this, it's supposed to be able to help my family. This was something that was going to put my mom and my dad in a hole, but not anymore because I've been doing my thing and I've been actually growing my business and I can genuinely help my loved ones around me. So when people say they do it for your loved ones and they're doing it to take care of their family, are you really? Because if you were, then you would have stories like this. You get what I'm trying to say? That's genuinely what I've seen because it's only been 2 months. I expect to continue growing. It's only been 2 months, and in those 2 months, I'm noticing more and more that I have a stable because I've also been a trader, but this income is, I'll be honest, a lot more stable than trading. I've noticed that I'm actually able to take care of my loved ones a lot better and not flinch. I can genuinely say that. And that's a true blessing. And that's something I will never take for granted.
yeah.
That's what I truly believe money should be used for as well.
And as a man, how does that actually make you feel? Because I've been in a situation before, so I know how that feels.
That genuinely, it's like a sense of accomplishment and motivation. It's kind of like a, yes, that's how it should be type of
Correct.
feeling. Like after I do it, it's not like, oh my goodness, like I didn't develop an ego. It was more like, damn right, like that's what you're supposed to do. You get what I mean? But not a lot of people can say that they can do stuff like that. Not a lot of people can take your mom out on a nice day. What did you do for your mom on Valentine's Day? That's
Well,
coming up.
well, it's coming up now very soon. I'm taking her out for dinner.
Exactly. You see, and we can do that. Not a lot of people can do that. Not just the missus. You have a mom, you have a sister. They all deserve love on Valentine's Day. Take them
Mhm.
all out. So that's truly what I truly believe that it's supposed to be about. And I truly like, I'm grateful that I'm able to truly be able to do that for my people.
I love that, man. And especially because you've been burned in the past before, for you to not have that hold you back is something that's very honorable because I've spoken to a lot of people, man, like I've said, where they have been burnt in the past before. And it's a shame that they let that get in between the life that they could have, get in
That's true.
between the amount of money and not just money, but the way they could provide for their loved ones, right? The way it could be. And I'm happy that you overcame that. You had the confidence, you believed in me. And there was a sense of, trust that I felt the moment you hopped on the call with me. And that's when I realized, like, I'm going to do everything possible in my power to make sure that you are in the position you are today. And I remember going to sleep the night you paid me. I'll never forget. I remember going to sleep being like, I'm gonna change this guy's life. I knew it, I felt it. I was like, I know because I'm just so good at what I do and I'm so good at in your niche, specifically trading, bro. I know the pain points so well. I know the marketing angles so well. I knew we were gonna blow up your brand. I just didn't say anything because I was like, I want to surprise him, have the wow factor, you know? But my question more so is, what would you say to someone thinking of wanting to get a consultant within their business, wanting to scale, and they're watching this video right now? There's for sure more than a couple. Maybe on the fence, maybe looking at different people. What would you say, bro, to those people?
I'll be completely honest with you, right? I actually 100% know exactly how they feel. I know exactly how they feel, especially since I've also been burned in the past. It's a leap of faith, right, that you need to take, but you have to look at it as an ROI on your investment. Imagine this. I paid Jerry for a consulting offer, and in the next month, I made $25,000
Yeah.
return on investment. What type of investment vehicle can give you that type of ROI?
Remind
Not
me, bro.
much.
So to cut you off, remind me the message you sent to me about the upfront pricing 4 weeks later. What did you say?
I told him, I remember this specifically. I need to find that screenshot and
Bro,
send it to
I've
you.
never had anyone tell me this ever in their life, bro. Never.
I straight up told him you are charging way too little.
Yeah.
Up your price right now. 10K minimum. I said you are charging way too little. 1 month. 1 month 4x return. I had to do the
Yeah.
quick math in my head.
Yeah.
1 month 4x return. I literally texted him. I said, Jerry, you're charging way too little. I hope you've increased your price by now.
Bro, the next day, of course I did. Of course I did the next day. Bro,
No, no, Jerry,
100%.
you are charging way too little. But back to the main topic, man. If you truly are on the fence, if it's not more so monetary wise and credibility wise, then look at the results. If it's not really credibility wise and monetary wise, look at the ROI. That's truly what I believe. Investing in yourself to further your business is the greatest investment that you can have of all time. You have to understand that betting on yourself is truly, truly the greatest thing that you can do. And why not take a leap of faith and invest in someone who knows more than you do? That's the whole point of the business. You have to outsource that. If you knew it, your offer would be good. If I
Yeah.
knew what to do, my offer would be good. But I
Correct.
didn't know what to do, and Jerry clearly knows what to do and put a put some trust in you, man, and you delivered 100x. So 100% raise them prices, brother.
That's been taken care of. My entire team was telling me, bro, you have to do. But I'm a huge proponent of just I wanted to amass as many client wins results as possible, gain that conviction in the best fulfillment, the best marketing, the best everything, and then raise it. But since that moment, like yeah, 100%, that was my sign to increase it, which I have the next day. So thank you for that, by the way. But
Of course.
Daniel, bro, it's been a very wild journey. It's just a start, $0 to $80,000 in 8 weeks, from completely scratch, no offer, to
Nothing.
$18,000 cash collected. And now this month we're gonna make another large sum of money. So I'm very excited for what's to come. And I truly want to say it's been a pleasure working alongside
Of
with you.
course.
We're just gonna keep growing from here, bro. And
100.
any final words for those that are watching?
He wants to grow your coaching offer. Look, man, he don't pay me to market him. If you want to grow your consulting offer, Jerry is the guy to go to. He knows what he's talking about. No joke. I'm being completely honest. You changed my business, you changed my life, and I really appreciate you, brother. I want to say thank you very much.
Daniel, thank you, bro. Listen, don't get too emotional on me, bro, but thank you. I appreciate you always, bro, and we'll definitely keep scaling from here.